All right. Change the game. This time we did it right. Hey, Pavan. That was fast. All right, we don't really have plans today, so we'll just kind of do whatever. Oh, I didn't log in after reset. Hi, Zach and MTG. So it was brought to my attention that they increased the number of keys given back in key events by 5. So big whoop-de-doo. It costs you 5 less keys to reach the Moonstones during a key event. Not the most inspired, I guess. Not the most inspired change. Hey, Rogue. Oh, I got a boss. Hey. I love these because you get so many gems from them, but you go so long without finding them sometimes, and then it's just bad. Hey, Minato. So I get 850 for killing one boss. And I could kill 3 with my energy, but getting 3 in a row is very uncommon. Hi, Cartavia and Notch. So, I don't know if you guys have been watching your currency. It's a lot lower than I expected. I expected us to get about 2,200 by the end of the event, but it's looking like we're going to get closer to 2,000, which means that even if you pulled 6 rounds of eyes, that would put you at 2,600, which is out of range of anything. It's out of range of the red can, it's out of range of the skull sig, it's all of that. So I'm not really sure what I want to do with this right now. Okay, Phoenix I don't want. And it looks like I'm going to have to spend a bunch of... And so I don't know if I want to spend money on a hero, because if I'm going to end up at 2,500 or like 2,300, I actually have to buy 50 bucks to get a hero. It's too much. Ultima, Lindbergh, Vivienne, Bale, Chessia, Freya. For a burst team, Freya is not a burst hero at all. Rune for Ripper is generally... It can be dodge, it can be attack or defense break, it can be speed. It depends on what you want to use him for. If he's tanking, you want dodge. If you want him to stun the backline, you want speed. If you've already got a tank and you've got other good sources of damage, then you can put Death Break on him. I would put Star Shards on Ripper. Remember, he does stun the backline, and he is average fast. In place of Freya, well, I mean, it depends what kind of team you're trying to make. Are you trying to make a burst team that's designed to kill them all on turn 2? Because if you're doing that, you'd rather have a Skuld instead of Vivienne. You'd rather have like maybe a Kurt instead of Freya. My Aegina is built with speed rune, energy, and T1 attack. The reason I do this is so that she is 1425. She is only slightly faster than Hodor. This all changes if Hodor is T5 and or Aegina is T5 red, because then Hodor's level is completely different, and honestly, I don't know what level Hodor would have to be to catch up to a 350 Aegina. On that note, actually, there is a picture that I gotta share. Guppy, I counted wrong initially, and I was wrong again because they increased the number of keys in the key rewards. It's up from 90 to 95. All right, let me share this picture with you guys because this was just shared on Facebook. But so if you remember, they only gave us what, 24 heroes? No, 6 times 4, right? 24 heroes to initial T5. They are adding 12 more. Hi, Nima. They are adding these 12 heroes to the T5 realm. Arwen, Viv, Hodor. Viv at T5 is going to be ridiculous. It's everything you know about like burst and damage is going to be completely different once Viv and Hodor hit T5. Arwen probably not, but the one thing we will need to know is we will have to find out what their T5 red soulstone ability is, and until we find that out, don't get too attached to these heroes, but knowing that they have the ability to come to T5 red is solid. Arwen is going to be huge for bosses, and Hodor is just ridiculous on his own. Vivienne's going to be crazy. We kind of knew Verthandi was coming, so the people that broke down Verthandi may hurt, and we'll see if Chesia becomes more usable again. So a lot of this we will have to see. Now, I'm not happy with this because, I mean, I'm not ready for the current set of T5s already. Like, I can't move from this. I haven't been able to move from this for days, and it's just the most annoying thing, but they're moving way too fast. They're just moving way too fast, and it's ridiculous, and I don't like it. Hi, Speedy and Rehan. Now, as we know, Vivienne is solid at Hi Mamad. Vivienne is solid at a base T5. I'm using one right here. Level 3 high demo. She's very, very solid even at that level. However, once she becomes T5 red, it's gonna be, oh my god, you will never be able to win against her if you don't have some sort of Detlaf or Bryn or Azathoth. I think Bale to anything T5 is fine. His red passive sucks, so the idea is just to make him as high as you can possibly get him. I am definitely getting... Now, people may or may not disagree with me. Hi, Qatar. But I really think that even though the most long-term efficient thing to do is to make multiple T5 reds, I don't think that people should do that. I think that people should make them base T5, T5 purple, T5 green, take them to whatever level their passives go up. So in like Mulan's case, let's say, T5 green is enough to give her extra dodge, and that's good enough. If you can stop there and not worry too much about the red, worry about that at a later time because her dodge is her most critical part. Tyrael, all the numbers over there have changed accordingly. So I think that having multiple heroes at T5, T5 green, T5 purple no longer is a negative. It's as long as you're doing it willfully and not because you're like, well, I have enough copies to level them, so I will. As long as you know why you're stopping at green, purple, or base, I think it's okay. So Nima, the thing about that is you definitely need Skuld to be T5 to get her speed. She needs speed. Oh. NDG? He made Sigurd! What's this guy doing with Sigurd copies? You jerk. I better not lose to this. Okay, I didn't lose to that. Whew, and it took 12 rounds and everyone died. My god. Qatar, so Vivienne is not able to go green yet. So worry about that when you get there. As of right now, Vivienne stops at base T5 and she does not go any higher. We don't know how long it's going to take for them to release the next wave of heroes. It could be anything. It could be 2 days, it could be 3 weeks, it could be 2 months. Just because they say coming soon doesn't mean that doesn't tell us how soon it is. And just so you guys know, they are not yet live on the Chinese servers, so the T5 Red Vivienne does not exist yet. Marquito beat 700. Have they teased the next hero? No. They don't tease until like 2 days before they come out. So you got another 3 weeks to go. I think that as far as beating 700... Wait, are you sure it was Marquito? Did you mean... No, you have the wrong person. It was Mormac. Mormac is not Marquito. Mormac spends on the game. Marquito doesn't spend anymore. So if Marquito had beat 700, I would have been like, okay, he raised the perfect heroes, but it was not him. Sondric has come close though. Sondric has done it, and he has some ridiculous like oops, I'm on the wrong account. He has some ridiculous team that has like Wolf Rider, Wolf Rider, Veg, Freya, Skuld, Bryn, Kurt, something like that. Sondric is the one that you would be very impressed with because he did it. He doesn't have a lot of mythics. He doesn't have a lot of money in the account. He doesn't have Scroll. He doesn't have Grail. He doesn't have multiple Bryns. But he's beaten 677. And I could not do what he did. He used this team, but I can't do it. Because instead of this Freya, he has a T5... I think at the time it was purple or T5 green Veg, and I don't got it. I would like to make Veg at some point in the future, but I just don't know when I'm ever going to be able to do that. Hey, Tech. Guppy, you are a mean person. You are a mean, mean person. So, for now, what I'm aiming for is I'm going to try and... Hi, Alan. I'm going to try and 10-star, I guess, Gerald, and then I'm going to make as many of these as I can make. I can make a bunch of Dark Judges. I'm not worried about that. But I should just fodder these 6-star Freyas. You realize, of course, that Bale doesn't have to be super high level. Like, I'm doing it with a 300 Bale. He doesn't have to be really high. But because I have all these T5s on the back, it's really easy to hit. It's really easy to hit 8 million power on the back line. So as long as Bale's here, it doesn't take much effort. He could be like T2, level 250 or something like that. And then you could stop there and he'll do it. And he'll still be so much faster than everybody here. Because look at this, I got level 2 Valkyries. I mean, I could replace the whole damn thing with this. I could do this, and I'll still be fine, you know? But, so that's the whole idea, is as long as Bale is the highest one out, it's fine. Boom, and done. And there you go. That's all it takes. My lightning? Oh, you don't want my lightning. Look at my lightning. Level 133, 10 star. Very, very strong. Minato, I agree. It's very bad. It depends also on what you want to do, because if you really want to push for wheel, pushing for wheel is pretty good. But at the same time, you cannot afford to push for wheel and the gold souls all the time. It's just too expensive. It's just too expensive. So you kind of have to choose a break point, which is for now, I'm abandoning the wheel, and I'm just focusing on gold souls. That's the only thing that I can focus on right now, and that's too much. That's already like very, very expensive. 500 gems a day is very expensive. Oh, nice. Get some back. Like, I've been saying for a while I wasn't ready for T5. I'm still not ready for T5, and I hate it. I hate this T5 update so much. So I know people want me to do more review videos and stuff like that. And the thing is, A, I don't have the time. B, I just don't have the desire anymore. I hate this update so much I don't even know how to help people with it. Oh my god, I did 1 billion damage. That's new. That's new. A player that I clicked had T4 lightning. What? Where? When? Was it in... Oh, it might have been an expedition. I don't know. Lightning is strong. Very strong support damage. But she requires a really good team to use. You can't just throw her in any team. I don't know the best way to use her because, quite honestly, there's a total of maybe 3 people that know how to use her effectively. I know she will be good. I don't know how good, but I know she will be good. That's all I can tell you right now. Hi, Nathan. Nathan, I hate it. I mean, I hate the current T5 reds, so that's really not anything new. T4 Scold at level 240. I mean, it's good, but at the same time, you have so much more to do. So much more to do. By the way, I did have a Pokemon stream on Saturday, and to those of you that missed it, the best pulls were basically right here. I got the Gold Mew. I pulled this one. And then my girlfriend, of course, had to one-up me right after and pull this guy right here. Look at this. Look at that. Look at that. She got the Charizard. Centering is okay on him. I could get this graded if I knew what I was doing. So, we pulled 2 very good cards. That was basically the sum of the Pokemon stream on Saturday. I was surprised that we got anything good at all. The Charizard apparently is like 120 bucks. Which is going to sit in my collection. Well, oh, where is it? Not there. I already have these two, so I managed to complete the set of classics. They are, I mean, those two are basically the Blastoise and the Venusaur. They're worth like nothing, but the Charizard is worth like 10 times either of the other ones. Funny how that works. By the way, I have not seen Bloodstones from... Oh yeah, Tyrael, it's not worth it anymore. It's not. I don't regret doing it the first time it came out, but now it's like we need our gems so much for everything else, Hai Liang, that you cannot afford to do it. Just do it. And honestly, because of how T5 has consolidated our rosters, you shouldn't need more than like 3 or 4 sets of red 1 anyway. So if you're like pushing for it, you don't need that many. But as I was saying, I have not pulled Void Stones from, or Bloodstones from that Void chest for a long time. A long time. Hi, Georgie. It's ridiculous. Like, wait, does this reset? Oh, this resets in 20 hours. Nathan, I don't know about 1 round on every hero. I would say 1 round on new heroes, but skip bait heroes like Kurt. I would skip Kurt. Kurt's definitely not worth it. Ultima is not in the new list. This is the new list. Completely expected list, by the way. Oops. And by the way, the theory that was going around was that the list of heroes in this was an indication of who was going to T5 Red. And so far, it's accurate because here, Lindbergh, Medusa, Chesia, Themis, Yig, Watchman, Monkey King, Vivienne, Hodor, Azathoth, all of those heroes, and Rithandi and Hodor, all of those heroes were ones that were in this list but did not have a T5 red. And so we kind of guessed that any hero in the Diamond Key was eventually going to get a T5 red, and it looks like that was correct. Kurt or Liang, honestly, Kurt's not worth it. Unless your sole focus is for PvE, then you don't need Kurt. If you want Kurt for PvE, he's amazing. If you want him for PvP, he's not that amazing. Heinzer, I would start on T5s. Honestly, Lorelei's not that good anyway. Verthandi, oh my god, what could she change to? So she'll heal up more. Probably she'll just heal more. Detlef T5 is great. This just goes up. Okay, hold on. 35. Okay, so it could go up in damage or it could go up in percentage. I don't know. I really don't know. She could become very interesting. This could also become interesting because she's going to get a new ability, so something could change on this that could be really good. Like maybe she'll give all her allies speed or something. I don't know. There's a lot of potential for all of the heroes. There's a lot of potential for all of those heroes. Now, meanwhile, I broke down my Themis. I don't have Themis anymore, but whatever. Rune for Dettlaff is generally Death Break. I never had enough Themis anyway. I only have 10 copies. Actually, do I have enough Lindbergh? Nope. I have 11 Lindberghs. I have way more than enough Mars. I'm good on Mars. Can I even do Chessia? I have 5 extra Chessias. 7 extra... I'm 1 short on Chessia. Death Break, Gaia Bulga? Yeah, that's fine. Are you sure you want to use that on him? Don't you have better heroes to use a Gaia Bulga on? Themis could be more consistent? What does Themis need to become consistent? What is it that holds her back? It's kind of the fact that if she doesn't have her wings before she fires, her damage is not as good. And also, oh wait, I didn't know about this. So she needs to... Hi, CV. I don't know. I mean, she's not a terrible hero. She's just outclassed and unreliable compared to what the other heroes have. I'm actually very excited to see what her look becomes, because she's very pretty at T4 with the whole dress with the whole red highlights and everything. So I think she looked really good at T4, so I'm very curious to see what she'll look like at T5 red. Did she always have that? Oh, she always had the ponytail. I never noticed the ponytail. Carl Ripper's really good early. If he's like your first to third T5, he's amazing. Before that, meh. Or after that, I mean. He's stoppable. Georgie, I wouldn't break either of those. Sergio, I would definitely break Lorelei. As far as pulling around for the fodder, I just can't recommend it anymore. Like, I have 1,300 keys, and I don't think it's enough. I want to be ready for the moment that if they ever drop, like, Heaven and Hell back-to-back or something like that, I gotta be ready. That's it. I gotta be ready for that. So basically, from here now until the next Heaven and Hell, I'm in very, very heavy save mode. I'll pull 1 round on the next Horde, I'll pull 1 round on the next Elf, and then that's it. I'm not gonna pull anything more than that. Oh shoot, I'm low on cleric flags. That's bad. That's bad. That's quite bad. That's very, very bad. See, Nathan, if you assume that you can earn 330 in 2 weeks, you'll have... So right now, let's say that right now you have 5 rounds saved. You'll have 7 rounds ready for Elf, 9 rounds ready for Undead, 11 rounds ready for Heaven, 13 rounds ready for Hell. So you'll have 13 rounds ready by the time you hit Hell. How many do you want to pull? Do you want to pull 4 rounds on Heaven, 4 rounds on Hell? In that case, you've got 5 left. In that case, you can spend those 5 rounds however you want between now and that point. That's kind of the right way to look at it. CV, they've released new heroes every 6 weeks, almost like clockwork. Almost like clockwork, 6 weeks. They took a break after Sigurd because people complained, because they were doing Alliance 2 rounds, or skip 1 Horde, skip 1 Elf, skip 1 Undead, skip 1 Heaven, and then no skip heaven right into hell, and nobody liked that. And so everybody complained, and they said, we'll take a break. They took a break for like 4 rounds worth, and now they're back to a 6 round each. There's about 6 rounds. How many rounds between now and heaven? I just counted it for you, sir. Sir, I just gave you your exact math. Steven, the best answer to Monkey King and Planet Trial is Bryn. If you can gargoyle him, he loses his revive, and then you can kill him without reviving. Or, on top of that, you can also hit him without him dealing reflect to you. No, not 13. 13 is including your 5, so there's 8. Oh, wait, and I'm wrong, too, actually. Subtract by 1, because there isn't 2 rounds before the next undead. So you'll have 12 rounds available to pull by the final hero of the round. So if you want to pull 4 rounds for heaven and 4 rounds for hell, you have elf, skip, undead, skip. There's 5 rounds available, but you only have 4 rounds of key to pull. So you can pull 1 round every single hero, every single event, except for 1, if you wanted. Kurt's a big old bait. I could see her doing something like giving the team extra damage to petrified targets. Oh my god. If she does that, that might make her really good. But the thing that makes her hard to use is she's very squishy. And then I think all her percentages are very low. Her petrify chance is only 20%. That's very low. And she doesn't stack enough, I think. Yeah, apparently she does bleed damage. CV. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna skip eyes. I need to skip so that I can have 6 rounds available for the next heaven. There's just nothing else I can do. No, see, Nathan, you don't need to skip. That's what I'm saying, is you'll have 4 rounds of extra heroes. Okay, so for anybody that is looking at their keys and looking forward to the heaven and hell, between now and the next heaven, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have 5 rounds until the next heaven, not including Kurt. We're not including Kurt. So you will be able to earn about 1,500 keys by the time the next heaven appears. You will earn another 600 and something. You can earn another 600 and something by the next heaven and hell. So you can earn, if you start from 0 right now, you can earn 2,300 keys. Knowing that you need 1620 for each one, and you only can get from now to then 2,300, if you don't have 900 keys on hand right now, you will not be able to pull 4 rounds for both heaven and hell. That's the answer. But if that's not your desire and you don't want to be aiming for 4 rounds each in heaven and hell, Minato, most people earn 330 keys in 3 weeks. Plus a little bit of bonus from events or something where the that you can buy keys from events and stuff like that. I mean, Boku Desu, I told you exactly what to do. I I literally just told you what you will have by the time the next hero comes. Fusing will be very hard. So the answer then is you have to decide is you can go all in on one of the heaven and hell and maybe not the other. Because remember when Azathoth Themis came out, we knew that neither one of them was ultra crazy. Azathoth was pretty darn strong. Themis was pretty darn strong, but neither of them were like game-breakingly strong when they came out. But then Bryn came out and she was game-breaking, and if you went all in on her, you wouldn't have gotten Sigurd, who was also game-breaking, and it's like, there's not any good decisions. Kwong, how can I tell you that? I don't know what the T5s are going to look like. I don't know what their abilities are going to look like. I don't know what Verthondi's T5 will be. I don't know what she's going to get. I don't know what Lindbergh's going to get. How can I tell you who's the best upgrade? It's also entirely possible that the next round is not amazing because the round before them was what? Lindbergh's Exynoth, right? And neither of those were amazing. So you had Lindbergh's X, which was not great, Azathoth Themis, which was not great, and then they came out with Bryn Sig, which was broken. And then before Lindbergh's X was Mars Chesia, and at the time neither of them were super amazing. Mars was pretty good. Chesia was very hard to use at that time. She still is. This is the next set of T5s. Hi, Dayron. So the answer is, if you're saving your keys, then you have to start planning around that. Is either you start buying more keys from Planet Trial, or you start buying more shards from here in preparation for not pulling keys. Like if you know you're not going to pull and you're going to have to dip into your shards to hit fuse, then you got to get more shards. Or you got to get more keys so that you can pull. And so you have to really, this is a per person thing. If you're broke like I am, then you're going to have to really be efficient with your shards and your resources. Now, I'm lucky enough that I have enough keys on hand that I have some wiggle room. But if I was low on keys and low on gems and low on shards, then you got to really, really decide. You can't, it means you will not be able to go all in on both heaven and hell, and you'll have to choose one. And the worst thing is, I'm saying go all in on heaven and hell, and we're not even including the elf and undead, because we don't know if they're going to be good. We don't know anything about either of those two new heroes. If either one of them turns out to be super broken, now we're screwed. Now we got to pull for them, and we lose out on the heaven and hell. So the thing is, there just is not a best answer right now. For everybody that's trying to figure out what their best path is, we don't know it. The only thing you can do is save everything. Save everything you can and be ready for whatever they throw at you. That's the answer. Hi, Arnaldo. And did I say hi, Dayron? I don't know. Lanva Aegina is an amazing T5 red, especially paired with Hodor. She's really strong. She's still squishy, but she's really strong. Raphael and Pasteur. I would take Pasteur. Pasteur is speed. Oops. Hi, Alan. Take it easy. Thanks for stopping in. Pasteur's speed reduction is really... This speed reduction, and it goes up to, what is it, 50? 30? How do I see it? Minus 25. This can completely destroy a team. Last elf wanderer was Luna. Yeah, but I suggest you don't go by that because Horde, they released what, 2 warriors in a row, right? No, not Horde, but like Watchmen, they released Valkyrie and then they released Watchmen. That's 2 warriors in a row. Just because you think it should make sense that they should release a different class doesn't mean that they will. Like, it would have made the most sense instead of Watchmen would have been to give them a mage instead of Watchmen. But no, they released Watchmen. Why? Nobody knows. I mean, this worked. They needed a mage, then they needed an assassin. Fine. This one, they didn't really need a cleric because they had, like, Undead needed a warrior, but instead they released Hodor. There was already Shude. They didn't need another cleric. They needed a warrior. They needed a warrior. And instead we got Hodor. And so, like, what you think it should be, it would be nice to predict that that's what it will be, but they're not really good at following that. Agiad, that's why you fuse them. You fodder most of the 3 stars and you fuse like crazy while you pull. That's why you try to wait until your fuse resets before pulling keys. Quack, I already have a T5 Vivienne. She's already T5. She's already really good at T5. As far as going to red, I'm not sure. We'll have to see what her ability is. You will want her to be faster than all these heroes if possible. And she may not need to be 350 to do it. She may not need to be T5 red to do it. Like 1616. So you are at 1575. You're at 1553. She already can be faster than Bryn at like level 330. So it's pretty good. Fennec, you can pull if you really, really think you need Kurt. Kurt's not super important. Tyrael, I think it's going to be impossible to kill these people. I think Vivienne alone is just going to time out everybody. A solo Vivienne T5 red on a team is going to time out any team that doesn't have like Bryn, Arwen, Azathoth. I think it's just going to time out everything. Boku desu, I'm talking about saving your keys and miracle eyes for the next heaven and hell because they potentially could be the strongest heroes of the cycle. Nobody knows. Viv's passive. She increases team healing. Her basic attack heals herself and one ally. This is just stats. This one is pretty solid. She gets a damage reduce. Oh, I didn't know she... Oh. I did not know she did this. Actually. I didn't know she had increased attack when her HP went low. That's kind of crazy. But her healing is just ridiculous. Look at this. 5% of her max HP. If her max HP is 2 million damage, or 2 million HP, or like 3 million HP, 5% of that is what, 60,000? On top of this 150% of it. Oh my god. Her healing is going to be ridiculous. Her healing is just going to be ridiculous. Undead T3 talent. You think 10% is going to change anything? 10% don't change nothing. Hi, wrench. So let me show you guys like kind of what that looks like already. Is this guy. So this guy has a T8 veg. If I go in this without something ridiculously strong, I actually can time out on this fight. Past, like, veg is just really hard to kill. Look, he's healing 100,000 per round, per hit. He just healed 900,000. Now he's healing 200,000. Okay, so I was able to kill them. Let's see how many rounds he lives. Oh, I dropped his healing. He lived 3 rounds on his own. On his own, he lived 3 rounds. So let's say I went into that without Sigurd, actually. Let's say I went into that with, I don't know, Chesia or something. Well, we're going to have to see whether or not the healing becomes so strong that we need to bring in anti-healing as a thing. Right now, we just don't know. The meta hasn't changed, so it's really hard to predict how to counter the meta if you don't know what the meta is going to be like. Alright, so this is a generic team right now. Alright, so they're all dead by turn 4. He heals so much. So he was alive at turn 3. That was it. It's turn 6. He's still at half-life. It took me 5 rounds to kill him. 5 rounds. So if I didn't have good damage against this, like he's only got 2 T8s, 2 T. Okay, let me change then. Let's change this to this Skuld. Let's change Bale to, I don't know, Hodor. It would be nice if they made more heroes that work better with Hodor. So this is maybe something more on his terms. Have I faced tank T8 Detlef? I have. I've beaten that. He's annoying, but he's not super strong. Hey, Tyler. So it took me 3 rounds to just kill this one hero. So if I was on the same level as this guy, you know, with just 2 T5 reds, I don't know that I can kill this veg. Obviously, I can kill it because I have... Oh my god, what is this freeze? At round 7, he has full life. At round 10, I've got him down to just half. He's more annoying than Veg. His healing is... Oh, I think I timed out. So as you can see, this is basically what the problem is with T8 Veg. And this is already hard enough. Oh, I don't know if I win this. It looks like I don't. I lose. I lose on timeout. So that's how strong Veg is. And you add a T5 red Vivienne to that? I can't get through that. I can't get through that. It's ridiculous how strong he is now. Let me see if I can find someone with a Detlef. Okay, it's ridiculous how... What's the word? How sturdy he is. He's really, really sturdy. I don't know if there's any Detlefs on my server. Drow is apparently not that amazing at T5 red. Oh, what the? Wait, what the heck? What is this? What is this? Why did it loop from 50 to 1? Does it keep looping? What the? What is this nonsense? That's new. What the heck? What is this? Oh, it finally stopped. What the heck? Is that supposed to do that? No. What the? That was so weird. Alright, I don't know what happened. It let me loop like 6 times. Oh, here's a Detlef. Okay, so let's try this guy. But now it's actually difficult because I don't know what I can use. So he has a T5 green or purple Detlef. Alright, let's see what happens. This may not count because he doesn't heal. Yeah, it doesn't count. He doesn't heal. So I can't show you what it looks like to fight a T5 red Detlef because there are none. My server is too dead for that. Anyway, but as you can see, Veg is already ridiculously hard to stop. Veg is already ridiculously hard to stop at T5 red. And so I really want to make one just because he's such an amazing tank. But at the same time, I have Phoenix. So now it's like, do I really need to worry about another tank when I have Phoenix? But I don't know. I don't know. Bone Grip on Veg is going to be really, really annoying. It's going to be really annoying. My Hodor is hard to copy because I'm using hit rate rune, but I'm using Oracle. By using Oracle, it allows me to put Hodor in the back and be more protected from like Azathoths. I really wonder how Azathoth is going to be at T5 red. Is it just going to raise his... He already has... I don't know, it's already 60%. If he raises his damage reduce at all, he's going to be so hard to... He's going to be impossible to kill if this goes up. So this cannot go up. It cannot go up. Shu'd Zex is apparently a very strong combo. Like, if they make him, I don't know, exile 2 people or something, or exile for 3 rounds, or whatever it is, like, he could be kind of crazy. We'll have to see. Vivienne has always been a good tank. So, man, I don't know. It's gonna be Aegina T5 red reduces healing. It reduces their healing if they're bleeding. But since her healing is so strong, reducing her healing is not enough to stop her. Reducing it by like 50% is not enough to stop her. You have to drop it to 0 basically. Time to level my Hodor. You want to give me some gold souls? I can't level anything right now. I can't even make my Bale T5. Because I cannot... I don't have 20,000 souls for this. I don't have a 10-star fodder. By the time I make a 10-star fodder, it'll use up 10,000 of my souls and I won't have any more. Like, I don't have enough gold souls to do anything. I would overfuse. Like, I have the fodder, I have the flags, I have enough purple to level things to fodder range. I have plenty of fodder, but I don't have gold souls. You think 2,000 gold souls a day matters when you need 200,000? Like, you literally need 200,000 gold souls. So, even by just doing that, that's 100 days. That's 3 months. It's going to take me 3 months to get enough to build a T5. It takes me a whole week to make one 10-star with this. 1 week. Think about that. And since I want to make like multiple T5s, I want a T5 Hodor, I want a T5 Bale, I want a T5 Aegina, I need to finish T5 red this Skuld, I need to T5 this Arwen, I want a T5 Chesia. It's just... I know why people quit. I'm halfway there. I hate this update. I hate everything about the T5 update. There is no redeeming factor to this update to me yet. I hate absolutely everything they did with this update. I've hated it since 3 months ago when it was first announced. I said I was going to hate it. I did. They came out. I still hate it. It's a month later. I still hate it. What can I do? So at some point, I'll probably have to break down my Freya and my Vivienne. I really don't want to break down the Vivienne because, like it or not, a second Vivienne is still very, very solid for Planet Trial. Still very, very solid. T4 I didn't hate as much because we knew that we could make a T4 in 6 weeks. It's more than double that for a T5. More than double that. Which means that if you commit to one hero, you're looking at 3 months to make one hero. And if you mess up and that hero isn't what you thought they were going to be, goodbye 3 months. No! 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 This precious girl is going to T5. She's going to get a T5 red and you're all going to cry because she's going to be amazing. Don't you dare suggest such blasphemy to me. She is going to be amazing. She freezes everybody. She freezes everybody. She is the freeze machine gun. Okay, so. And the other thing is, I don't know what to have to do with all of these copies anymore. Do I just give up on Detlef and fodder all my Detlefs? One hero to recommend to level up all the way? Bryn. This girl right here. Absolutely her. Far and away her. Another one, probably Bale. And then after that, I don't know, Sigurd. Kurt. Kurt doesn't really need it. He's okay. He's okay being slow. And then Phoenix could use it. Yeah, that's about it. It's not gonna happen. I made my mistake foddering my... maxing Aegina with Hodor is really strong. Like, even a base T5 Hodor, or T4 Hodor, with a T5 red Aegina is ridiculous. It's so strong. Aegina T5 red is so strong. Oh, hi baby. Why is your tongue hanging out? There is an Olivia cat right there staring at me. Look at that Olivia cat. Why is your tongue hanging out? That's very cute. That's very cute. Ah. What mistake did I make? What mistake? What are we talking about? I didn't make a mistake. I'm just saying that if you made a mistake choosing your hero when it takes 3 months, you're kind of screwed. My T8 rune? What? Oh, the mistake was foddering my 10-star Olivia when I made her. Actually, when Olivia first got her 10-star version, I made her, and then I had to fodder her the same day because I was trying to make some other heroes. Beos, I'm not sure what you mean by that. Everybody's T8s are the same. You can see them all yourself. All you just gotta do is go to gallery and you can look at all the T8s right here. Artifact for Bale, I use Ragnarok. He's really good with Ragnarok. Devs fixed the drop rope. In what? In keys, they fixed it a little bit. So I will not make this mistake, and my precious will stay here forever. Forever! You hear me? Forever. Gaia Bulga for Bale is fine. If you do Gaia Bulga, then you're going to want a Death Break rune instead of an attack rune. He benefits very highly from having Death Break. Oh man, I don't have red gear for him. I do not have red gear for Bale. Oh well, I guess he's gonna have to live with orange. So T4 Sig is still faster than a lot of heroes. As you can see here, he's 1544. He's already faster than a T5 Kurt. A T5 red Kurt, he's faster. So if you want to use him to hit heroes like that, like he's not faster than Bryn. Close, but not quite there. But if you consider who he's faster than. He's going to be faster than Kurt and a lot of other damage dealers. But if they have a very fast team, then your Sigurd will be useless. Minato, why wouldn't you use T2 damage reduce, though? Like, you saw how long battles take. They take that long because of T2 damage reduce. Why would you take that away and make your heroes die faster? Giant Lizard Bale, I think, is going to be a tough one because there's still heroes that reduce your crit rate, right? Veg reduces crit rate. So this, single-handedly, Veg takes away your Giant Lizard. So, what good is the Giant Lizard when you get that? Minato, but why wouldn't you use T2 damage reduce on Bale? How can you kill their heroes faster if Veg is faster than Bale and drains their crit rate more than Giant Lizard gives? Doesn't Giant Lizard give like 15% crit rate or something like that? Wait, don't I have a Giant Lizard? Where is it? Oh, here it is. 10%. It gives you 10% and then Veg takes away 25. You got negative crit rate. So how are you going to kill them faster if you can't crit? Mass base damage increase? No. I cannot see the current devs being smart enough to do a whole massive game rebalance at this time. Again, the T2 is going to completely depend on you and your testing. Depends on what you're fighting. If you fight and Bale dies turn 3, you can't use it. If he lives to turn 10, even if you change it, then go ahead. That, very situational. Very, very situational. So here is actually one of the main issues I'm having. Is that, let's say I break Freya and I make Bale T5, and I can't make him red, but green. Like, I can make him green. Let's say I do that. What if next week or 2 weeks later they put out the Fuse event where you get rewards for making a T5 red? Like, what if they did that? Like, I'm so afraid of overcommitting my fusing when that event exists. And like, what did we get for making a T5 red? We got Phoenix Stones. We got Phoenix Stones from that event. And so it's like, I don't know how I want to break something, but I can't bring myself to do it because I cannot afford to overcommit. Minato, it's the first time it's ever happened. There's no knowing that it's a one-time thing or not. And so, because there's just so much up in the air with this whole update, how do you know it was only for the release? How do you know that now that they've created it, they won't be like, well, let's fill in some time and release it again? How do you know they won't do it again, especially with the next wave of T5s? The day that all these T5s come in the game, they could bring it again. You don't know that. I don't know that. What if they do? Then I'm screwed. What if they don't? Well, then I saved for nothing. Which side would you want to be? It's really, really hard to figure out what to do. Convert Freya to the new Hell hero. That actually is impossible. That actually is impossible. If I pull 4 rounds from keys, I'll have 7. No, 6. And then If it doesn't come out in Miracle Eyes, I will not be able to get to 9. It's unknown. Unknown. If they do come out in Eyes, it'll be fine. But, like, why wasn't Leo in Eyes last week? He should have been, but he wasn't. It should have been Leo and not Bale. So the problem is you just don't know what to expect anymore. And the other thing is, do I want to give up the new copy from Awakening? I guess I could make it T1 and then break it for rewards and then break it down. That's very expensive. I would be spending 10 Phoenix Stones for that. That's all of my Phoenix Stones for one hero. I have 10 and you're looking at making me spend all 10. And then I can't do it for Heaven. You see where the problem is? We just... Yeah, see, Minato, that's like... We're all in danger. There's like no clean way to do this. We are all in massive danger. And I know people want me to do more video reviews on stuff, and it's just like, I don't want to do it. I don't have the time for it, and I just am so down and out on this update that I don't want to do it. Like, there just isn't any best advice to give anyone for T5 at this time. There just isn't. And that's, like, I think that's the worst thing, is that you can't give advice. You can't help people because there's like an infinite number of paths that they can go down at this time. Come on. That's like 4 in a row. Come on. How am I gonna get yellow cans? They just don't give me yellow cans. Like, the best review I can give for heroes is, are they OP or not? Are there situations where they could be OP or not? That's probably the best I can give in a review. And if that's enough, then maybe I can keep doing that. Yeah, but Nathan, I was gonna get that 125 yellow pet food either way. But now I got it and I didn't get the can. Oh my god. How am I supposed to ever level up my pets? I can't get cans. Like, I'm actually waiting right now on this. I have the food. I've got 15,000. I want to do it, but I still need 12 cans. It's so much. So instead, I might just do this when I get to 30,000, because one more is the highest level, right? So I want to do this, but where am I gonna... Nan, the answer is that I do massive periods of burnout. Like, I'm actually very close to burning out right now. I cannot bring myself to be excited about everything that's coming out with the game. I'm just not excited about anything that's coming out right now. I don't know what to use guild coins on right now, actually. There isn't really a good use for them right now. Oh, you can buy Shoot. Oh. Oh, I can buy Shoot. How many copies do I need? 1, 2, 12. 12. I need 5. Oof. Oof. Actually, Minato, let's find out. I actually do not know the answer to that. All right, Chinese holidays. They've got... What? That's it? That's all the public holidays they have? They only have 7 public holidays, and the last one is in October. So there are no more major holidays, for China at least. So we're looking forward to... They do Halloween. Last year they did Black Friday, but it was trash. Like, their idea of a Black Friday deal was trash. They did do Thanksgiving, they did do Christmas, and they did do New Year, I think. So Nathan, there's 2 ways to look at that. One is, yes, you could buy a little bit of fodder, but you could also waste it on 5 stars and heroes or artifacts, and that's not bad either. But you also run the very, very realistic risk that one day, maybe never, maybe one day, they increase guild tech again. What if they do that? The first time they increased it, I wasn't ready. I wasted all of my guild coins on artifacts, and then they increased guild tech and I was behind, and it took me forever to max it. And that sucked. That really sucked. But I don't know. Maybe they will never maybe they'll never increase it. So it's like there's just the whole game is just waiting in limbo. It's just hard. The last guild tech increase happened about 3 years ago. Maybe longer. But the fact of the matter is, they did it. If they did it, they can do it again. They did not increase a category last time. They had different maxes. So the maxes were 60, 50, 40, 30, 20. Those were the maxes. And then they increased it to what you see here, 100, 60, 60, 50, 40. The biggest mistake I've ever made in Taptap? You are probably not going to expect this. The biggest mistake I would think that I've ever made in Taptap was buying this stupid hero for $100. That is my personal thought of what my biggest mistake is. No, I saved for Sigurd. I have a T4 Sigurd. I saved for him. The only problem is I didn't get lucky with bonus copies in the gacha or extra copies out of Miracle Eyes. I did as good as I could do for Sigurd. I was ready. Anybody that has more copies than me just got lucky with events. I didn't get lucky. I don't think the Shude skin was a mistake. Shude, I think, is going to be very good. I'm going to make a Shude T5 at some day. I think she has a lot of potential. She won't be like super strong, but she's going to be fun. Because remember, she gives bonus damage to silenced heroes. That basically gives her something like a Wolf Rider level buff. So yeah, that is my personal biggest regret, was spending all that money on this stupid camera. I might have also spent like 50 bucks on a Saizo and then foddered him, but we'll just kind of pretend that that didn't happen. My next T5 red is going to be Bale, Well, it can't be because I don't have enough copies to T5 red him. I only have 7 extra copies. So I'm still missing one. I'm missing one for him and I'm missing one for Skuld. And I don't know what I'm going to do with that. Like, I don't have enough for Azathoth. I've got, what? Oh, what? I have a lot of extra Azathoth. I have 5 extra. Wow, where did that come from? I didn't even know I had that many. Gian, if you're starting from 0 now, it's impossible. If you're starting right now from 0, the max you can get is probably about 800 Miracle Eyes and about, what did I say? About 2200 keys from right now. And that's playing at decently high level. So it's too late. It's already too late. Assuming they keep to the same schedule. It's already too late. Now, we already knew that T5 Hodor base was going to be good. I don't have the resources to make him. That's the only problem, is I just don't have the resources to make him. And there's nothing I can do about it. I cannot make extra 10 stars. It physically is impossible for me to make extra 10 stars to make more T5s because I don't have the gold souls. Now, what I was actually told is that if you can clear Den, then they'll give you a package for like 55,000 gold souls for like $70 or something like that. And that's pretty cool, but A, I cannot beat any Den levels. B, I don't got $70 for gold souls. So, it's like I literally cannot beat this stage. My team is at a standstill, and until I level it up more and somehow get stronger heroes, I can't beat this stage. Nathan, it's up to you. Remember, as long as you can keep Aegina higher level than Hodor, higher speed than Hodor, then that's all that matters. Assuming that everything is... Assuming that they keep the same thing, then 6 levels higher might be enough. Man, I don't want to reset Den. Beating 666 was really hard. Martin, I'm telling you, I hate this update. I hate this update. There's no redeeming factor for this update yet. They messed it up. How many keys for Kurt? All the numbers are right over there. Bale Hodor or Aegina Hodor? Bale does less bleed damage. Like, Aegina's skill can max out Hodor's skill. Bale does not. And so it's like... I don't know, the whole thing is just... Bale can fire multiple times, but what if he doesn't? What if he only fires once? What if he doesn't fire at all, and Hodor gets energy from everything else and fires before Bale does? Which, honestly, if you're not set up for that, he will. So it's like I just don't have a good path to upgrade. I don't know what I want to upgrade, and even if I knew what I wanted to upgrade, I couldn't do it. Like, I don't have the ability to upgrade anything. And so, I don't know, it's just very... It's just, I don't know, very tedious. Very tedious. I'm just not happy with the state of the game right now. That's also true. Bale cannot be faster than Hodor. Unless your Hodor is like 30 levels too low. A drastic change? No. No, don't get your hopes up for Medusa. She's going to be interesting, but she's not going to be, most likely is going to be usable but not strong. I really wish that we, and the other thing is, would you commit 3 months to Medusa? It's not even like they're asking you to just say, oh, let's make a Medusa for fun. You're not doing that. You're spending 3 months. 3 months to make a Medusa. And then what happens if she sucks? I don't know. I don't know if she will or not. But what if she does? You just spent 3 months of your time on that. Take it easy, Tyrael. Thanks for stopping in. They definitely need to increase. They definitely need to increase resources. I don't know. I like. Let's say they increase all the resources by 2 times, and let's say that I speed my way to T5s. If nothing else, I'll have more fun making heroes than I do right now. Because, as it stands, what did I do 2 weeks ago? I made a 9-star Leo. Oh, I think I finished my T5 red Bryn. I made basically 0 progress in my team the last 2 weeks. And next week, what am I going to do? I'm going to make a 10-star, feed it to Bale, and then try to make an extra 9-star. Like maybe 3 extra 9-stars or something. 1 extra 9-star. And maybe I can make Bale T5 purple? Maybe? I actually don't know. Maybe I can, maybe I can't. Probably I can't. So he'll go to T5 green. Yay. It's... If you save key and wheel, how do you get eyes? You cannot. You cannot save everything without sacrificing something. That's the problem. You cannot legitimately save everything. By saving wheel, you're giving up miracle eyes. By saving eyes, you're giving up on flags. By saving keys, you're giving up on fodder. Like, no way, any way you slice it, you're losing on something. If they gave Sig and keys, I'd pull 1 round. That's the best I can afford. 1 round. Cannot afford to do more than that. Nathan, you get faction specific, so it is very legitimate for people to make a, like, they'll make an, as, like, let's say I made a Freya T4. I used all the undead or elf 9-stars. They turn into hell. So if you can afford to lose the gold souls that you get for making this, because you do lose some, it does convert the faction 9-stars to you. So it is legitimate to make a random T4 and break it just to have enough 9-stars to make someone else T5. Same thing. Same thing. Just you'll get 1 less 10-star. You just won't get the faction 10-star. I actually can prove that to you. Hold up. Bryn, I would... I don't know. I don't know. Bryn is really good too. Here is a T3. You just don't get the 10-star faction at the end. Today was kind of depressing. Sorry, guys. I just don't know what I'm doing in this game anymore. I really just... It's not a matter of the game is becoming pay to win. It's a matter of the game is forcing you to play too long of a game. Like, I can understand waiting and getting your first T4 at 6 months. Fine. But now people are going to wait and try to get their first T5. And now, so instead of playing for 6 months, they got to play for 9 months to get one good hero. And it's, you can't ask people to play that efficiently when they first start a game that they have no idea what they're doing. Like, if you just started this game now and I told you, oh, congratulations, you got 1 copy of Valkyrie, too bad you need 16 more. They'll be like, where the hell am I going to get 16 more copies? Like, I can't even get 1 and you want me to get 16 more. Like, the number of people that come on and say, oh, if I use Moonstones, I can get my very first copy of Skuld. And you'd be like, that's like the dumbest thing you can do. And that person will be like, well, then what do you want me to do? And there isn't a good answer. There isn't a good answer to that. There is only like, I know you want to actually play this game, but in order to play this game, you cannot play this game. It's like, oh, that's, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Anyway, you know, that's my take on it. Alright, I was gonna play Peaks, but I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do it. I'm already, like, down on the game. I don't think I need to ruin my mood anymore today. So, I will leave you with this. Which is, if anybody plays Animal Crossing, I don't actually play it. My girlfriend plays it, but I really like this character in it. So my mom knows how to crochet, and she made this for me. Look how big she is. So this is a character from Animal Crossing named Celeste. If you play it, she's the one that does the constellation stuff, and I really like this character. So this is my high point. She finished this the other day. And look how big she is compared to my head. She's twice as big as my head. Is that not cool? And so, yeah, I really like this character. And then on top of that, I got the amiibo card. So, really like this owl. Piplup, yeah, I could see it. But, so, Animal Crossing. Sassy? Some of them can be. They don't are. NFT games? No. NFTs are a waste of time. Like, if you wanted to make quick money, you could probably dump 10, 50 bucks in something and make like 10 times that back. But NFTs are just stress. It's kind of like crypto. If you're really, really into it and know how to play it, go for it. If you are like the average Joe that knows nothing, you're just throwing your money away. That's my thought. Like, I have $5 in Dogecoin. And I think like 6 months later, 3 months later, it's still worth $5. So congrats. Go me. I didn't lose money, you know? And NFT games NFTs are basically like digital files that you own. Like, there's actually code in the file to say that you own it. And so when they're limited edition 100, it's not a matter of that everybody can just make a copy of it and download it and have it. When you have one, you actually have code in it that says you own this file. But at the end of the day, it's a digital file. It's a picture, it's a GIF, it's a movie, it's a whatever the hell it is. It's a picture of a tweet. But do I care to own a digital tweet? No. I mean, would I love to like legitimately own a digital 3D animated model of Olivia? Sure. But how much am I willing to spend on that? Not much. I don't care enough. So NFTs they're just a big freaking joke to me. But, you know, if that's your thing, if you are big on crypto and all that digital stuff, you know, more power to you. It's easy money if you know what you're doing. I just don't know what I'm doing, and I don't want to spend the time to learn it. I mean, it would be the same thing as, like, learning to buy sneakers. You know. It's just not a world that I want to get into. Gayatri, that's very true. The game is on a downward spiral right now. All of us are in it for the long haul, and hopefully the devs are smart enough to not shoot themselves in the feet too many times, but, you know, I don't know the answer to that. I don't know if they will or they won't. They definitely proved that we can get them to listen, because I got everybody to message them about the keys and they fixed it. So if we can flood them with messages to say fix the resources, you know, maybe they'll fix it. Maybe they won't. At least we can say we tried, right? And I guess that's where I'm going to leave you guys, which is we got to decide when is the point that we take a stand again, because it's really getting close to that point where we need them to do something about the heroes to make T5s, because the T5s are very, very unfriendly at this time. I hate it. I hate it. I absolutely hate it. I know I'm not the only one. So we'll see. Maybe at some point, like, I don't know if I want to do that again, you know? Like, I put that post on Reddit saying, hey, everybody, let's go flood the devs with messages about the keys. I don't know if it's time to do it yet for T5. Because they're not done. They're still doing things with the whole setup. Do we want them to move faster? Yes. But they clearly have a plan in motion. That's why they're releasing the next wave of T5s. There's got to be something that updates with it. I can't imagine that they're just going to be like, oh, the game is fine, let's keep going and do more T5s. I want to give them more credit than that. You know, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. But I cannot afford to just be the boy who cried wolf. And, you know, every chance I get, I say, hey, everybody go message them about this. Go message them about that. I don't want to do that. I don't want to be like, oh, hey, they're gypping us of 10 fortune wheel tokens every week. You know, let's go boycott them. You know, I'm not happy with it, but I think that I'm going to give them a chance to release the T5s in their vision before I do anything. I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe I will. The problem is it made me not care enough anymore. I'm like battling too much indifference to want to rally people to do that. And so it's like, I don't know. It's bad. It's very bad. Alright, guys. I'm going to call it here for today. Just a reminder, we did pull these on the Pokemon stream on Saturday. If you missed that, that was pretty awesome. We've got some good cards. Alright, that's going to be all for me today. Thanks, guys, for watching. And tomorrow is back to Resident Evil, and my Metroid is in the mail. It's in the mail. It's taking forever to get here. Ugh, Amazon. taking forever to get here. One day it'll be here, and then I'll get to play Metroid. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and see you next time.